News Talk 1090 AM WILD Boston. Radio 1 celebrating 30 years of service to the African American communities.
Welcome back to the Warren Ballentine Show, heard coast to coast and border to border, giving the truth fighters a voice in the call for justice. 877-373-9766. 877-373-9766. Join the truth fighters in full effect right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now.
All right, Truth Fighters, let me thank everybody who appeared on the show today, everybody who's watched via Ustream.tv, everybody on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you all for being Truth Fighters. Let me thank everybody who's invested at investtf.com for our kids. Hopefully this weekend you guys will do some fundraising and we'll get to that $13,000 mark. I'll give you a balance in just a minute. Everybody in Chicago, come check us out, Malcolm X College tomorrow. All day tomorrow, it'll be different events going on. I know I'll probably get in the building probably about 4 o'clock, because I'm not even gonna lie. I'm hitting Pepe's, I'm hitting Maxwell Street, I'm hitting Geno's, I'm hitting Harold's Chicken. Y'all gonna see me everywhere. Everything I can't eat, I'm taking it and putting it in the bag with me. I'm taking it back on the plane. I gotta hit my spots when I'm at the crib. As of right now, let me see where we're at right here. Let me see where we're at. As far as we're at $6,715. Let me thank Christopher McKinnon, Cynthia Weber donated $100. God bless you. Jeremy Jackson, $150. My man, go ahead, brother. Judy Watson and Donald Campbell donated $100. Thank you guys so much. Terrence Morgan also $25. Thank you guys so much for donating. Investtf.com. Hit the school fund, and hopefully we'll hit the mark Monday, because you guys will go to your churches and do a little fundraising, right? All these churches is doing God's work. Gonna do some fundraising, right? Let's go to the phone lines before we get out of here today. Karis in Chicago, Real Radio 106.3, line 4. What's up, Karis?
Man,
you got it, bro.
Man, you went in this week on them churches, man. I told you 2 weeks ago, Christianity was losing, man, and they showed it. They showed the score, because one thing I live my life by is attitude reflects leadership. And if their church was doing what it was supposed to do, then they would be applauding you, because you're bringing out the negative in the churches that are supposed to be positive. And they would, and if their churches are positive, then they would be applauding you, because they were like, thanks if somebody's just speaking up on that, because it's making us look bad as a whole.
But you know, bro, I must say this though, man. I don't think Christianity is losing. I think what we have to do is be able to distinguish the difference between a church and spirituality and Christianity. It's a difference. And see, we get so caught up in the church aspect of it, like the church is God, and it's the house where you worship God, but it's not God.
Exactly.
So it's a difference, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not, look, whatever the church is doing, they can do what they're doing. But if you gonna do what you're doing, at least pour something back into where you're at. That's all I'm saying. But go ahead with your thought.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But the thing about with the people in the church, they look at the pastor as a celebrity, as that's what they're talking about, because he got all of this money. What's the pastor need to do with millions of dollars when he has a church in an impoverished community?
Karis, but see, and that's what I'm talking about, following fools, because we've made the wrong people's leaders, right? We follow celebrities, we follow rappers, ball players. We expecting them to. They're not leaders. They're not leaders.
No, they're not.
Just because somebody on the radio don't make them a leader. If they're not doing something to actually try to fix and change, they're not no leaders. They up there as a comedian or as an entertainer.
Exactly. And one thing I want to point out before you let me go is those pastors, preachers, and reverends, they grew up in the 60s where they saw a guy like Martin Luther King get offered all that money and he didn't take it.
Yep.
So they thought to themselves, man, he passing all that money. I would have been sold my soul for that. And that's what they're doing right now. That's exactly what they're doing right now.
Well, brother, and that's why I said all we are about right now in this country is money and sex, and because we're about money and sex, we have no values nowhere.
Exactly.
Nowhere. Hey, Karis, thank you for the call, brother. Let's get Shinquil in Milwaukee, 1290 AM in here, line 6. What's up, Shinquil?
Hey, hi, Warren Ballentine. Thank you for having me on the show. Kind of caught me off guard because I always think I'm going to be on hold, but I just wanted to say a couple of things about black leaders as a whole. It's kind of like we're lacking substance. Like here in Milwaukee, you know, we have things going on, and people, you know, in Wisconsin, we have this big thing going on at the Capitol, but a lot of our people are so ignorant when it comes to how politics are ran and the people that are in different seats and what's their roles, that you're starting to mobilize people who have no clue of what's going on. And so when a lot of people were saying, okay, well, we don't have Milwaukee involved. Why? Because you have a lot of people who have never been taught or educated about how the political arena works and the ins and outs of it, and why it's so important that you do go and vote, and why you can't be comfortable. And so it's unfortunate that the people who are in leadership are not focusing on education, because it's almost impossible to mobilize a big group of ignorant individuals who you're telling them to do something, but you're never giving them any substance of why. You're never giving them any education on what they should be doing, so that this way they don't need your direction. All they need is for you to show them how to fish so they can do it for themselves. Then they know what to look for in individuals, and they know how to mobilize themselves. They know how to get their whole community involved. But unfortunately, we have people who are dependent on black leaders that are really not pushing the agenda as hard as it should be. And so I just wanted to share that, because we need that, and especially here in Wisconsin right now.
Hey, you know, I love that call. Thank you for the call. That's a great call, and I agree with everything you said. I totally agree with everything you said, and that's the thing that I'm hoping will come out of everything that we're trying to do as far as raising money for these kids, as far as getting the franchising going. What I'm hoping is this, all right? It's always a method in my madness, always, right? I'm going to put the people who live in Atlanta together, the people who live in Charlotte, live in Chicago, wherever you're listening. I'm going to put the people who want to franchise together. Now, once you come together and you start buying franchises, now you're working together. You own a franchise, you're working together, you're working within your community. Now, what should be the next progression after you get the franchise, you're working with the children in the community? What should be the next progression for those 45 people? Outside of buying more franchises, what should be the next thing they should be doing? And actually, you guys could do this right now. The next progression should be this. All right, we're owning the franchise. We're in the community. Let's start having something every 3-6 months where we come together and we fundraise for a cause. Maybe the cause will be to save somebody's house. Maybe the cause will be to help with research for cancer. Maybe the cause would be to support another school. But once you have 45 people together in business, they should be a family, which means it should be from 45, it should at least be 200 because of their families and their friends. Then you go into the community, that 200 turns into 400 or 600. Now you start fundraising. That's it. Changes everything. Look, if you don't do nothing else, tell somebody you love them and appreciate them. You may not get that chance tomorrow. That's why I tell you every day, love you with the love of Jesus. Chicago, can't wait to see you tomorrow. All my line brothers and all y'all, I see y'all tonight. It's on, baby. Y'all stay out of trouble. Be blessed, God willing. Talk to you Monday right here on the Warren Ballentine Show.
1090 WILDAF. WILD. Where information is power.
Don't touch that dial.
Thank you for your support.
Thanks for waking up.
Thanks for listening. And continue to listen to 1090 WILD.
WILD Boston.
This is the Fly Jock, Tom Joyner, plus my co-host, Sybil and J. Anthony Brown. There's only one way to start your morning. It's listen to Tom Joyner Morning Show. Weekdays starting at 6.
Log on to BlackAmericaWeb.com for the TJMS.
It's the Tom Joyner Morning Show.
Thank you, Boston. Continue to listen to the People's Station. 1090 AM.
WILD Boston.
WILD Boston.
A Radio 1 station.
Where music and information is power.